I was born in Ouachita, Michigan in 1967. My mom worked at night. My dad worked during the day, just so that they had two jobs and cared for us in the middle. I had worked balancing the checkbook at a local company where my mother worked and knew that that was interesting, and I declared a business major from freshman on. The way I got to Ouachita was through a high school friend. It was one visit to the campus, and you know when you're at the right place and where you're supposed to be, and it did not take long.
Greta's a very private person, but when she talks about Ouachita, it is with pride.
I think it's the benchmark or the foundation of everything else that she built her career and still builds her life on.
I always introduce myself as part of the Margaret Wright legacy. She was the mentor that I would put above any other. And she encouraged all along the way. In fact, when I was a senior, she asked me, "So are you going to go to work or do you want to go to grad school?" And she was going to help me no matter what. So I set for the CPA exam, and this was the first week in May before I graduate on Saturday. I had set a goal for myself. We're going to pass it all the first time, and I was able to do that. At the time, a 10%er. Margaret and the relationship with a prior student, Bill Gentry, here at Mercy, he had contacted Margaret to ask if there were any Ouachita graduates. He was looking to fill a role at the time, someone to do the Medicare cost report here at Mercy. I came to work at Mercy in March of 1991, and there was a CFO here at the time that I guess saw my ability, so I was allowed to work on the budget. And then from the budget, it was cost accounting and decision support. And from there, it grew to how about charge master, and I was promoted to a leader. Mercy has a wonderful heritage. We just celebrated 198 years. Foundress Catherine Macaulay in Dublin, Ireland, taking care of the poor, the children there in Dublin.
Mercy's mission statement: as the Sisters of Mercy before us, we bring to life the healing ministry of Jesus through our compassionate care and exceptional service. And what I love about Greta, while we talk about stewardship, she does it in the context of we are doing these things so we can better serve our patients in this way. And it really helps people be mindful that we're part of something much bigger than ourselves.
There are times where we have a patient who's very wealthy and can afford every level of care. There are times we have a patient who can't afford any care, and those patients are the same for Greta.
The patients that come to us, there's no other place that is available for their care, and we have a responsibility to do that. You take care of everything else so that if afforded the opportunity to take care of one of the least, that we're able to do that. It is that one more individual that we have to do it right 100 times so that we can take care of that one more.
She's a confidence, a kindness, and a peace that you don't find all in one person except for Greta.
Greta, in many respects, was not only the financial glue, but the administrative glue, in that people felt safe and could confide in her.
She just has this presence in the room.
She's an earth angel. I thought that the first time I saw her in church. She was singing from a book, looking slightly upward, with the most pleasant smile I've ever saw. I told my mother, I said, if you'll give that girl my phone number, I'll handle the rest of it.
She is truly the reason for my growth at Mercy. It's just been through her mentorship.
Over time, she's built this culture of leadership that has this extreme accountability for what they're responsible for, and I think that's one of her many legacies that she'll leave behind. If I see a project or someone comes to me with an idea, if Greta hasn't blessed it, it's not going to go anywhere. Conversely, whenever she does and she's like, this is a good plan, we can make this work. I've got full confidence it's going to work.
When you look at where we were 13, 14 years ago, we really were in the process of having to do a rebuild. And in no small measure are we not where we are today because of Greta.
An investment of that magnitude, $186 million, it took a strong financial leader. And without Greta helping us tell the story in a way that gained the confidence from the ministry, I'm not sure it would have happened.
She has never sought the limelight. She's never sought attention or credit for so many of the things that she has done. It's amazing the things you can accomplish if no one's worried about taking credit for it.
The resources that we do have, they're truly God's to invest back into the community. Investing in faith-based education, I cannot tell you how relevant that is. We need more business leaders with the grounding of an education that comes from a faith-based organization. I am one of the byproducts of that. The ones before me that helped provide scholarships for people like me at the time that needed it. I was blessed by a lot of different scholarships.
I believe Ouachita still lives in Greta's heart and her mind, and it flows through her veins. She built her young life and career to this day on things she learned at Ouachita.
Catherine Rogers is like my eternal mother because I was a freshman in her dorm when I accepted Christ. And then Catherine Rogers helped me create a life for eternity. Those are the things that formed me at Ouachita that I still carry with me today.
I know she probably has no idea how many people that she's influenced.
If I could say anything to Greta, it would be thank you, truly.
And I know that God put me here for a purpose and for a season. You have to come to work every day looking forward to how you're going to make a difference or how you can make a difference.